IFW Radio, another reason why freight is great.
You're listening to IFW Radio, the voice of the freight and logistics industry. I'm Kizzy Nkwacha, and this is a quick news update for you. Maersk Line has announced that it's running a daily service from Asia and Europe as part of its manifesto to improve the reliability of its cargo shipments. Maersk Line's new service on the Asia-North Europe trade lane, called Daily Maersk, covers 3 Asian ports: China's Shanghai, Yanqing and Ningbo Port. Maersk says the new service will dramatically change the way shipping is done forever. It offers a daily cut-off at the same time, every day, 7 days a week, and always with the exact same transportation time. Containerized cargo will now be delivered with unprecedented frequency and reliability, says the shipping firm. The new service was announced with much pomp and ceremony, which we've come to expect from Maersk, and IFW was there on the scene to hear Maersk CEO Elvin Kolding tell us all about the new service. And just at the beginning of the conference, this is a brief advert that Maersk played for the gathered reporters, which was followed by the CEO himself telling the reporters more about the new service. Here's the advert.
It's time for change. We now introduce Daily Maersk, a product which ensures on-time delivery from Asia to Northern Europe, and not every other time, but every single time. How is that possible? Well, to start out with, we have increased our capacity. That way we can offer a more frequent service from 4 key ports in Asia to 3 key ports in Europe. And we spread out the port calls throughout the week. This enhances our flexibility to an extent that enables us to make a backup plan for each and every vessel, and ultimately promise delivery at the agreed time. That is basically the content of the specially designed operational model we have developed. With Daily Maersk, customers will no longer need to care about the departure time, the transit time, or the waiting time. All they need to know is the total transportation time. This means the time from cutoff to cargo availability, and it is fixed. For instance, Shanghai to Rotterdam, 34 days. Yantian to Felixstowe, 30 days. Or Tanjung Palapas to Bremerhaven, 26 days. As an additional benefit of the optimized flow, there is no longer a weekly cutoff, but a daily cutoff. In other words, missing a cutoff no longer means losing a week. For a lot of manufacturers, this represents a possibility to streamline their supply chains and perhaps even improve their time to market. In reality, Maersk Line becomes their extended production line. This, in addition, may limit clients' need for online storage and, of course, the cost that comes with it. We look forward to offering you a new and improved product. Welcome to absolute reliability. Welcome to Daily Maersk.
So, the core of the product is introducing this virtual conveyor belt between Asia and Europe. When liner shipping started, for Maersk Line, that was in 1928. We operated with monthly schedules. A couple of decades later, it became bi-weekly schedules. And when we joined the containerization, it was still bi-weekly schedules. In the 90s, we introduced weekly schedules, and now, for the first time ever, we are able to offer a daily course, simply changing the entire mindset of how we do shipping today. The product will combine the 4 main Asian ports with 3 main North European ports. In order to provide this product to our customers, we deploy 70 of our largest container vessels, 70 post-Panamax, including the largest vessel that we have the Maersk time. When our Triple-E vessels get delivered in 2013 and onwards, they would also be deployed here. It's 25% of our total tonnage that we now allocate to this problem. That will enable our customers to go from a weekly to a daily mindset. But before we talk about reliability and absolute reliability, there's one thing that we need to get clear of. When is the cargo available for our customers? And as I will show, sometimes 34 days is actually faster than 28. First, today the way we sell in container shipping is transit time. This is a time from when the container is loaded on board the container ship until the time where the container is again discharged from the ship. That make a lot of sense for the shipping line to follow that, but actually it's completely irrelevant to the customer. Think about it. If you buy a book over Amazon.com and let's say UPS is handling the delivery, are you concerned about when your package is boarded the UPS plane? Or are you concerned about, again, when that plane arrives in your country? Not at all. What you're really concerned about is when is your package available to you. So that is why we now will focus not on transit time, but on transportation time. This is the time from when the customer delivers the container to us in our custody at the terminal, what we call the cutoff, until the time that the container at the port destination is available to the customer. This is really what is relevant. What we have been selling for decades, transit time, may be a kind of proxy, but not a very accurate one. So, coming to the core question, how could 34 days be faster than 28? Well, we have 34 days of transportation time. Maybe someone is selling 28 days of transit time. But to that, we have to add maybe 2 days in the port of origin, maybe 1 day in the port of the destination, and then we don't know whether it's on a Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. We have to add the weekly frequency that we had in the old days. So that could add another 6 days up to the transportation time in the event that you missed the cutoff with just 1 day. So this is why we will now, in the future, focus on the transportation time. This is where our promise is to our customers. The product will entail that we have a fixed transportation time from the Asian ports to the North European ports. The example could be from Shanghai, 34 days, to the 3 North European ports. That means, irrespective of the day of the week, whether it's a working day or a weekend or holiday, it doesn't matter. Every day you deliver your container in Shanghai, you will know 34 days after it will be ready for you, available for you in one of the desired one of the 3 North European ports, and similar for the other 4 days. So there's a very, very clear transportation time promise on our side. There's a tremendous value for customers combining the daily frequency with absolute reliability. What we know is the customers, and that we have from dialogues with a high number of customers, is that they can cut their inventory for that part of the supply chain with up to 50%. They will also be able to cut their cost per container move by up to $500. Well, how is that? First of all, if you have a daily departure or daily cut-off in Asia, you don't have to tailor-make your production for a weekly departure or weekly cut-off. You don't need to store what you produce during the week. You can actually have it transported immediately to the port and delivered. Similarly, on the receiving end, you don't need to think about storage, keeping inventory, because you know exactly the date when it will arrive, and you can work that into your production schedule or your sales schedules, depending on which kind of customer you are. If you combine that with absolute reliability, that we will deliver on this promise every time, then you can really take out a lot of buffer, meaning that you can arrive at that 50% inventory reduction, of course, taking out a lot of cost on our customer side and reducing their working capital.
IFW Radio, another reason why freight is great.